Hey guys! So I've wanted to do this video for so long now and I'm actually finally doing it. It's called Types of People Online and it's based on a survey that I did on Quotev or Quotev, whichever one you want to call it, the old Quizaz even. And this is actually filmed a week in advance. I was supposed to film last week, like my time last week, but I didn't, because I wasn't well and my internet kept cutting out when I did try and film. So this is why I'm doing this one now, so I can upload it next week. So yeah, there's some mean ones in here that people put in, and I have to do them because it was in the survey, but I'm going to be very quick with those. So let's just do it. First one, rep groups. When I said types of people online, I don't mean rep groups. I mean people who are classified as something. You know, the populars, the preps, the jocks, the emos, the goths, the scenes, the middle people, followers, or whatever you want to call them. This is basically what that one is all about. And, you know, wherever you go, you'll get put in a rep or whatever it is. I mean, you know, it's mainly popular or unpopular, and it's hard to maintain either one, because you could go from being popular to unpopular just like that, and it takes forever to regain that popularity if it does get regained. And when you start from unpopular, it's hard to get popular anyway. So, you know, it's the way it is that there's a lot of rep groups online, especially popular accounts, and then someone would make a new account and then lose their old account and be like, oh, I had like over 3,000 followers on my old one, and now I've only got 200 or whatever. And yeah, it's heartbreaking to lose a lot of followers, but it'll keep climbing the more you write and talk to people, and you know, the more things you do online, the more people that you'll, I don't know, talk to, I guess. It's just the way it is. And yeah, that's basically it. That's rep groups for you. We shouldn't really have them, but we do, and that's the way it is. That's the type of people you get online. So it's just rep groups. 2. Bullies. You do unfortunately get a lot on Quotev, Quotev, old Quizaz, especially when it comes to things like stories, and if someone doesn't appreciate what you've written, it can turn quite nasty. And other times you'll just get somebody who posts a comment about you for no reason. And if you really need help, you will get a comment posted. Sometimes it's not very nice. It could say something like, I don't know, like, you know, no one cares about your problems, or nobody cares about you. That's the type of thing that does actually get posted. But it's not all the time, and you can get bullied for a lot of different things. The way you look, where you come from, especially where you come from on this website, because I've seen 3 different, three different, let's say, countries, I guess, where people come from, and in one way or another, somehow they're always made fun of. There's like America, England, and Australia. They're the only 3 that I know are mainly on this website. I know there's other countries on there, and I'm not trying to shame other people, but I'm just saying they're the 3 main ones that I know of, and it happens all the time for that. I know it does. The way you speak, the way you type, the words that you use are different. Difference is mainly why bullies bully, because you're different and they don't like different. It's the way it is, and you can get bullied not just online, but cyberbullying is one of the worst. Bullying happens a lot online, and I think it should stop. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Number 3, trolls. Now, trolls. They are people who type a mean comment for no reason at all. It's not exactly bullying, because it just happens. They type it because they want somebody to react. They want the main reaction. They want to be centre of attention, and it can be anything. It can be about something completely random, and they'll just comment it and expect people just to react. And they do it purely to upset people. Purely just to upset people. That's what I've read on it anyway, and what I've seen. And what other people have obviously seen, because they put trolls. On Quotev, I've not really seen any people trolling apart from the chainmail. The chainmail really just, it freaks people out. So that's why we repost it, and then obviously it's the troll getting a kick out of it because they're the ones that did it. So I've got ready to say I'm on trolls, and you know, I don't think you should troll, but people are going to troll whether we like it or not, and that's the way it is, sadly. So yeah. Number 4, again, another one I'm not too keen on talking about is two-faced people. Oh, why did you put two-faced people? They're basically just people that will be nice to you, and then they'll go to somebody else and they'll talk like really horrible stuff behind your back. Then they'll go back to you and act like nothing happened and be all nice and everything, because it has happened. I've personally seen it happen, and I know it happens, and I know a lot of people do know that it's not mainly just because they're doing it to be mean, they do it because of peer pressure. Maybe they feel like, say somebody doesn't like you, like their friend doesn't like you basically, but they like you, as in a friend, and they'll talk to you, and then when they go back to that friend, you know, they start saying things about you that obviously just pointing out your flaws is normal, and then that person's just going to randomly join in because they're afraid to stand up for themselves, or they just don't want to lose anybody else, so they just do it anyway. And either way, it isn't right. I don't think we should be two-faced people. I think we should just, you know, be honest with each other, but obviously honesty doesn't really come into play anymore like it used to. I mean, I'm not saying this to be old. I mean, come on, I'm like 21, and you know, I've not long come out of school, so I do know that two-faced people is always going to be a thing. I just don't think it should be. I mean, I try to avoid all confrontation right now. I mean, I always do. So being two-faced to me, I just don't think you should do it. And I hate it when people are. I really don't like when people are. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on it. And you're going to find them on Quotev as well. So I don't really have any advice apart from just ignore it and try and get on with your life as normal as you can. And if someone's watching this and they are two-faced, so they know they have been two-faced with somebody, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to cut it out or to knock it off. I'm just going to tell you to, you know, I don't think you should be doing it, and I think you should really consider things, because you could really hurt somebody, and one day you could end up losing a whole load of people. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay? Number 5. Catfishes. Catfishes are mainly found on dating websites, apparently. I'm not saying that's true, I'm not saying it's false. It could be anywhere. It could be just, even in the street. It can be absolutely anywhere. And yeah, that's the way it is. It could be anywhere that people are catfishing you. You could walk past someone in the street and they could be the ones you're talking to. I'm not saying everybody online's a catfish, because obviously I even know that. But just be careful, I guess, of who you talk to. Which is why when you do real online relationships, it's always a little bit like, well, you know, you need to really think, do you know this person? And if you met them in real life, you're going to get along. I mean, I don't believe in online relationships anyway as much, but I do know people do it, and I'm happy for the people that are in a happy relationship when they, you know, go into something like that. It's great. But catfishes, there is a lot of them about, even on Quotev. But catfishes will also be something where they go and roleplay with somebody, but they lie about who they are to avoid if any hate happens to them. That, you know, it's just not held to their name. People know who they are, but then it's like they don't, because they're just saying a name that's not real. It can also be when you want to talk to somebody, but they're not talking to you personally, so you make a fake account to go talk to them nicely, maybe, as well. And, you know, it depends if you roleplay as well. It could be just to roleplay with them. It's not right, and people do it. It's just the way it is, and I can't say anything else other than that, just to be careful. Right, number 6. Sorry, 6. I've got more written down. Wannabes. Obviously, people think about the Spice Girls song right now. Yeah, sorry. These people try too hard to fit in. And I get the reason why they do. I mean, you want to fit in. You want to be one of the cool kids, right? So you fit in, and you don't fit in. That's the way it is, unfortunately. And they try too hard, and trying too hard, it can be trying to know something they know nothing about, without researching. It can be anything just to fit in. A sport, a fandom, I don't know, a band, a singer, YouTuber, anything just to fit in. But if that person does in the end take time to go away and research, they are no longer a wannabe because they are trying their hardest to become part of this fandom. But sometimes trying too hard and being too much of a know-it-all can be a little off-putting, which is why people are wannabes. Okay, number 7. Attention seekers. Again, I don't really like this topic. These people, they do things for attention. I mean, that's all I can say, and I don't know why this one was even brought up. But it can be something like, it's a popularity thing again. People do it to gain comments, to feel good, and sometimes you could post something like 5 times a month, and the same people, or even more people, would comment saying, please don't do this. And, you know, most of the time, I'd say 8 times out of 10, that person won't even go do what they said. It's like what I'm talking about is deactivating accounts for whatever reason, and it happens like 5 times a month or something. Everyone's like, oh no, please don't do that. And then you realise, wait, whoa, hold on, they're not deactivating, but they said they were. And each time, some people go for the same thing. I'm not saying that once it's happened like twice, that it's, you know, not real. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a lot of people do it for attention. That's the only one I've seen on Quotev called Quotev. So, I don't know what other people have seen. They didn't really say what they've seen it in, they've just said attention seekers. So I'm just going on what everyone else has told me here, because it's also partly for them. So yeah, and just to clarify, I think, yeah, that's the mean ones out of the way. So number 8, fangirls and fanboys. These people, come on. Who has never fangirled over something? Celebrity, meeting somebody, a YouTuber, or a video's coming out. There's a random curl in the middle of my face, and it's really annoying. Look. It doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, fangirls and fanboys. These people are, well, they fangirl or fanboy over something. It can be a celebrity, like, you know, meeting them, seeing them, anything. Meeting them, seeing them, you know, watching a YouTube video from them, getting a tweet from them. Or what I've found as well is on Quotev, especially when you write a story, you'll get this fan who likes your story so much that they'll comment you and they're like, hey, I really loved your story, or I really love your quiz. And then when that person replies, it's like, oh my god, they replied to me, they replied to me, and it's like, yes, they replied. And, you know, we get it, you're really excited, you're fangirling over them, and it's, you know, great. And fanboys too, I think boys fangirl, I guess, well, it's known as fanboy, I think, over things. I don't know what boys fanboy over or fangirl over, whatever. That's the way it's going to be. I don't know how else to explain it. So, yeah. And it can be as simple as well as if you meet someone online and you, like, do a Skype call or a FaceTime call or a Uber call with them. They get really, like, happy because they've seen you. And it's just, it can make people's day, but it can also be, like, something that people talk about, like a trending topic. So, yeah. Fandoms especially, so... yeah. Anyway, moving on. What are we on now? 9? Think 9? Awkward turtles. These people, I don't know why, I just love the name awkward turtles, and I think if you class them awkward turtle, it's amazing. No, the awkward turtles, they are people who, I guess they're like, want to talk to you, but it feels so static when they do, and you sometimes try talking back and you feel static around them as well. It's a two-way thing, not just a one-person thing. And it's just like an awkward conversation. So it could be something as simple as, oh, you know, hi, so I like your story. Oh, thanks, that's great. Yeah. Okay. And you're like, stuck. Because you don't know what to say. But it can also just be because they're just, you know, they're trying not to be awkward. They're trying to be nice and sweet, and they don't want to scare you. So it's awkward total. It's the way it is, but it's also sweet, and I like it because it's sweet. That's the only reason I like it. Number 10, shy ones. These people are just generally shy. They will either come to you and be really, really shy and like be, oh hey, and then try to talk to you, and they can be really quiet, and it's really sweet because they are shy, but as you get to know them, they will become more confident, which brings me on to number 11. So 11, confident. These people are just generally confident. They're happy to talk to anybody. They're all over the place. They're all right. I mean, all over the place. I mean, writing things, doing quizzes, making your own quizzes, talking to everybody, posting on the feed. It's the way. That's the confidence that people have online. And sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's a bad thing. But confident can be good, and it's keen. Just as long as you're not too keen. So yeah, there's a fine line between confident and overconfident, and too far. But confident is good in a way. 12. Okay, number 12. Chatty ones. These people just talk non-stop to you. It can be a good thing, it can also be a bad thing. But the good thing about this is, I said I'm sticking on positives now. The good thing is that they love to talk, and they're a pleasure to talk to. You can sit and you can talk to them all day. Like, if you're bored, log on, and if they're online, talk. It can be to anybody, and you know, you get to know each other through it. So yeah, you know, chatty ones, and just, you know, they talk a lot, but it gives you more to go on, which is also nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say, I guess, about the chatty ones. Okay, number 13. I would do this for 13. There you go. There we go. I got it. 13. The writers. So these people are generally writers. They will write constantly. And, you know, that's a good thing because they're always writing. And they will update every now and again. And they will always be updating. And it's nice to see it because people don't like waiting around for a story. I mean, put it this way, between me and you know, if you were reading a story and somebody just stops updating for months, and then all of a sudden you go back to it and it's like, wait, I like this. I like this like a few months ago. I don't remember this story, or you don't remember where you left off, but you're there. You know, it's having to go back and reread it, especially if it's got like 12 chapters in it, or previously, I don't know. But these people, they update all the time, and it's great to see it because they just update all the time. Also, you comment on their story, you automatically reply to you. You give them an idea, they automatically reply to your reply. And they take your ideas on board and your feedback. I like those type of people because it means that they are willing to write and make people happy. And it's great that you're willing to do that. Writers are really good. I also mean writers as in people who, you know, just take any idea on board and they sort it out. It's amazing how people do it. And that happens not just on Quotev, Quotev, or Quotev. It happens everywhere. You'll meet a writer and that happens. Okay, sorry. Number 14. The silent ones. These ones are like the people in a group chat who don't really say anything. They just sit and read it all, and they don't say anything. We can put an emoji even. That's it. This is also good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's also good because they observe more. They become more observant, and if there is a thing that they see and they know something's going to go wrong, they do often pop in, whatever you want to call it, chime in. There you go. They often chime in and just be like, hey, you know, I've seen this and it works, you know, it's the way it is. But the silent ones are also pretty cool people. Last but not least, number 15, the role players. These people are all over Quotev, Quotev, all Quotevs. They are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There is probably a group on everything. If you even type something in, you'd find it. Everyone roleplays different things, different fandoms, and it can be anything. They literally roleplay anything. You know, it's just who they are. Yeah, they roleplay everything, and it can be any fandom of OC, or crack ships from TV shows. It can be absolutely anything. And they always are role-playing. And there are good points and bad points about role-playing, but having said that, that is for another video, which is types of role-players. Whether I will actually end up doing a video like that, I don't know. Probably not. We'll see. But I doubt it. It depends on what you guys thought of this video. If you guys like this video, obviously like, comment, subscribe, but send me a message and let me know if you want to see types of role-players. Just let me know. That's all I'm going to say. Let me know. And I will maybe do one, and if not, I won't. I don't know how well this video went for you guys. I've tried so hard to do this video today. I've tried to make it as nice as possible as well, even though some people left pretty negative types of people online. But it's the way it goes, and I guess I can't control that. But thank you to everybody who did take that survey. Thank you to everybody who has supported me for doing this video, and thanks to those people who actually requested it, because it's nice to see that people are requesting things. Next time, probably on Monday, there'll be a Fan Arts Friday. Anyway, that's everything, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, bye!